Hey, what's up guys? It's Nathan here at Bluestone Farms. It's been quite a while since I got the camera out here to make a video. I just wanted to shoot a little quick video. We're gonna get these cows moved. Yeah, they're already yelling at me. They're ready to get out of here. But we're gonna get them moved up into here. The grass is pretty nice and tall throughout here. They're up here because we were out of town last week and I brought them up here so I can get the water tub hooked up to the automatic water. And that way we wouldn't have to worry about someone having to give them water while we were gone. But with that said, they've mowed down the spot that they're in. We're going back out of town again for Labor Day weekend, which is right around the corner. So while we're gone, we're gonna give them this spot here, let them eat all that down. I've purposely not cut this for the cows, and I don't think that wife showed off the new cow we got. So we got this one here. We decided to name her Rosie, purebred Dexter. She's also registered. We got her from a farm not terribly far from here. She's still pretty young. She's still considered a calf. She's still pretty little. When we got her, the farm I got her from, she came a little, when we picked her up, I thought she was a little bit on the skinnier side. I could tell that since we've been moving her and rotating her around pretty well with the others, that she's put on a little bit of weight, which is really good. They've done really well for keeping the weight and putting weight on with nothing but grass. I don't really grain feed them unless I'm trying to get them in somewhere where I can move them around. They're not 100% not on grain, but yeah, she's starting to put the weight on pretty good here now. The other two are looking really good. He's starting to fill out really well. He's the older out of the two red ones that we got. He'll be going to the processor. Let's see, it's August right now, so he goes to the processor at the end of January. So we got about another 4 or 5 months to go with him. With all that said, I know I've mentioned a couple times on camera, we're still getting our other two Dexters. They're coming bred. I've been talking to the guy a lot lately who has them. They have been in with the bull for the past week and a half, 2 weeks or so. Give it another week or two, and he's gonna do a blood test to make sure that they are pregnant, do that confirmation. And then once the confirmation hits that they're pregnant, we'll go down and pick them up and bring them up here. And then in the spring when they have calves, because they're probably gonna have late May calves, well, we'll have those two calves and new ones, and then we'll have Rosie still. So we'll be at 5 cows at that point, because he's probably gonna go to the processor probably mid to late May as well. So, but anyways, with all that said, I'm ready to get them onto this spot here. I was thinking about either trying to get them in the trailer, and I didn't want to get the tractor out and pull the trailer all the way up here and do all that. So my plan right now is I'm gonna see if I can get them in one of the barn stalls. I brought up 2 buckets of grain. I got them in the back of the Kawasaki. I need to jump in there first and make sure that they can get into the stall, make sure there's nothing in the way, because I haven't been in there in a while and I don't know what's in there. Let's go open up that stall real quick. They're probably gonna be a little spooked unless I bring the grain out, so. Y'all good? I know guys. I know. So my wife has actually been feeding, well, she'll come out here and give them bread, give them some treats here and there when we have something getting ready to expire in the house. Even though 404, the one in the back, is bigger than him, this one here, man, he gets really pushy with the bread and the treats and stuff, and because of that, he has been really vocal, and I'm surprised he's not screaming at me right now. I was up here earlier checking on the goats, moving the goats around, and he was screaming at me all morning long. So I'm actually kind of surprised he's not. There he goes. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. Yeah, see if we can get him in the stall. I'd imagine there's probably gonna be a bunch of cobwebs and all kinds of stuff up in here. So let's see if. You good, dude? Yeah, I'm gonna go right up in there. How about that? Oh no. Nope. Oh god. We didn't even need the grain. How good is that? How good was that? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me get this fed starting to break down real quick. got the thing all set up here now. We're up here, let these guys out of the stall. This spot actually turned out to be a lot bigger than I thought it would. I was actually able to reach all the way up at the corner post where the old fence used to be at, all the way down to here and around. Hopefully they'll be happy with that. And they'll be on this spot for about a week. Y'all ready? Y'all good? All right. Come on, folks. All right. Go on, Bubba. There you go, baby. All right, these guys are in their new spot for the time being. Gotta hook up the electric charger still. We gotta grab another hose and hook up the water for them. And these guys will pretty much be set up. Let's fill up their water here now. I brought out another hose for them. The one I have set up that was already hooked up to the tank, it's not going to reach that far. So with that said, let's take the water off of this one here and see if we can kind of get this out of the way and over here to the wood line just a little bit. Okay, so I had to run down and find another hose. I was about 10 feet short from over there to where the water tank is. So I was able to find this extra hose I had laying around. I don't really want to run 3 separate hoses all the way through the thing, but it is what it is. Sometimes being a farmer or having a homestead or whatever you're doing, you can never have enough hoses. Make sure there's a seal in that. Good to go, there's a seal there. Theoretically, it shouldn't be leaking, but never say never. Yeah, we're gonna have a tangled up mess, I think. And that'll be enough to get there. Hook up and we'll let this run for a little bit, make sure it works and it stops and shuts off properly. We do have a small issue. I'm not really going to worry about it too much. It's not a big issue. But since I am running 3 hoses up here where you connect it, I'll take you guys up there, but it's got a little bit of a leak, and it looks like it's where the hose is separating. It's not so much a connection issue. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Yeah, right there. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. If I gotta shut the hose off and just kind of fill it up and just kind of eyeball it and just let that leak for an hour or so, that's okay. It's not a big leak. But all right, let's let that run for a minute. We'll come back and check on that here. We're gonna go ahead and set the electric up here. I noticed they've been licking this dirt spot down here in the ground. I'm assuming they probably need some type of mineral. I haven't really been giving them mineral. I've been rotating them around. I just haven't kept up with it. Now they're back out there grazing again, so let's go ahead and hook up this electric form real fast and get squared away, and we'll test it, making sure we're at least hitting somewhat hot. It's quite a bit of length, so I'm not expecting it to hit extremely hot, but if we can get it to at least hit over 6,000 or 6,500, I'm cool with that. So gosh, man, the ground is hard. That's not better there. Oh. Let's grab a charger. We're on now, so let's go ahead and grab our tester and we'll test the thing up real fast. Oh man, that thing is hard. That's a pretty good hit. 8-4. With how hard and dry the ground is right now, or how much length I got in this whole fence right now, because I've got 5 whole rolls. I got 4 rolls of 164 foot, 1 roll of 100 foot. That's a pretty good hit, 8.4. So I'm happy with that. Let's give this a break for a second. I'm gonna let that water run for a little bit. We'll come back out here in about an hour or so. We'll make sure it's still not overflowing. I don't know if it really matters. I think I'm gonna have to shut the hose off anyways. This is what I meant by them licking the dirt. They probably need a mineral. Yeah, if anybody knows what type of mineral that they probably need or what exactly they need, drop a comment down there. Take you guys up on it and I'll get it for them. Usually I always just give them like a big protein tub or like a salt block or some type of mineral block or a mineral tub or some sort. And that seems to do pretty good, but I always would rather just attack what they need the most. But they don't look bad. I know that the black one, she's a little bit on the smaller side. It's because she's a lot younger. She came skinny and she's only been here for a little bit over a month now. But the 2 brown ones, I mean, they've got some good weight on them. Filling out pretty good. And 404, the darker, bigger one, he's got his happy lines on the sides. So I know that they're not really in desperate need of something. But yeah, if anybody knows exactly what they need, drop that comment down there. We'll be back at this a little bit once that water tub fills up. All right, y'all. We're back out here. The water tank is pretty full. It's not overflowing, which is good. If it wasn't for a connection on the hose back there, I would leave it alone for sure and just let it stay on. But since it's slowly leaking, I don't want to risk having water everywhere. And on top of that, the pressure of this cutting off, I don't want it to blow that metal part or separate it even more and create a bigger leak than what there is. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the hose off. And as I see the thing go down, I just kind of come out, flip the hose on for about an hour and let it fill up. And then these guys are still all the way up there at the top of the hill. Let them be. I just wanted to break the camera out. It's been a little while since I've done a video. I wanted to show off these guys, show off the new cow we got. I haven't introduced her yet. It's been a while since I made a video. We just had a lot going on. It's been kind of a busy summer and tried making hay twice this summer, and both times it's gone south. We had such a wet and rainy July and the end of June, and it really messed me up. I haven't had a lot of time to get this camera out. So now that the summer's kind of winding down, we're gonna try to make hay 2 more times. I still gotta do my neighbor's over here. I'm gonna do his probably in the next 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And then at the end of September, we're gonna do our bottom field all the way down there at the bottom. As long as the weather looks like it's gonna cooperate, I'll give it a go again. Now that the summer's winding down, it's starting to slow down here other than a couple things coming up. So these guys are here. We're going out of town for Labor Day weekend. We're going down to my pop's place, so we'll be gone for a couple days over the weekend. So I wanted to give them this big spot, give them all that fresh grass up top there. We're gonna get back at making these videos, and another week or 2 we're getting some more cows, so break the camera out for that and we'll show the new cows we get. I'm looking forward to that, really am. So all right, y'all, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, helps me out on my end.